and welcome to the first in a series of shiurim that will describe in some brevity the history of Halacha as understood by the rabbis of the Talmud and rabbinic thought in general. The purpose of this is for those of you who are starting out in your studies of Talmud and related literature to understand what the assumptions were by those who wrote these pieces of literature. It's important to understand that these assumptions were widely accepted and are still widely accepted. I don't make any claims about the absolute historicity of what I'm going to describe. Rather, this is a description of the tradition which is rooted in the source material beginning with the Torah itself and much later material. And we'll see in subsequent shiurim how this is important in the understanding of the decision-making process regarding halacha. To begin with, we can look at the Torah itself, which describes how Moses went up to Mount Sinai and received the Torah from God. The Mishnah in the beginning of Tractate Avot says that Moshe kibel Torah Sinai. Moshe received the Torah at Sinai. The assumption here is that Moshe received two aspects of the Torah, one of them being the written Torah, and one of them the oral Torah. The written Torah is that which we see in a Sefer Torah, in a Torah scroll, no more and no less. That is, the Torah scroll contains only words and no vocalization. It doesn't tell us the breakup of the verses. It doesn't tell us how to read the Torah itself, and certainly it doesn't include any of the interpretation of the Torah. All the aspects of how to read and understand the Torah are part and parcel of the oral Torah. So when the Mishnah tells us that Moses received the Torah at Sinai, it means that he received all these aspects of the Torah, the written and the oral. The written Torah we have in the Torah scrolls that we have today. The oral Torah, as we will see, eventually came to be written down in the Talmud. Moses received the Torah at Sinai, meaning he received as much as he could receive as a mortal person, and then he gave it over, Sarah, he gave it over to Yoshua. He gave over in its entirety that which he was able to receive to Yoshua, to Joshua, who in turn gave it over to the prophets, who in turn gave it over to the elders, and then they in turn gave it over to the men of the Great Assembly. The men of the Great Assembly was the legislative body that was set up at the beginning of the Second Temple period, and they in turn passed down what they knew to the subsequent generations. The subsequent generations of rabbis during the period of the Second Temple and all the way till around the year 200 CE were people known as Tanaim. Tanaim are the people who wrote the Mishnah and related literature, such as Braitot, anything outside of the Mishnah from that era. And that includes Braitot that are brought down in the Talmud, and also collections of Braitot. We will discuss next the Mishnah itself and how it came to be written.